Hi, my name is Ken, and this video is actually a remake of a previous video that I made, but I'm re-recording it due to the poor sound quality. And this is a basic introduction to chess. So, I'm happy that you want to learn how to play chess. And chess is a game played between two individuals. One individual will control the white pieces, down here that you can see at the bottom of the screen, and the other person will control the black pieces, which you see here on the top of the screen. And now I want to talk about the two basic elements of chess. One is the actual board or playing surface, and the other one is the pieces. First, let's cover the board. In chess, there are 8 rows, or you can see that chess is played actually on a grid, an 8x8 grid, which is divided between 8 rows. I'm just going to highlight the first 3. So, and you can see them numbered here, 1 through 8. So these are the rows. And then 8 columns, which I'm just going to highlight the first 3. And they're usually labeled A through H. And as you can tell, that the squares alternate colors between dark and light. So like this square here is a dark square, and this square here is a light square. Now let me talk about the pieces. Each side, I'm going to highlight them here, has a row of pawns. These pieces here, these are white's pawns, and these are black's pawns. Then each side also has a row of pieces. So these are white's pieces. Now they're all called pieces, but when I use the term piece, I'm just referring to the non-pawn pieces. So black also has these pieces on the back row. So let me now cover the names of these pieces. Well, this piece here is called the rook, and as you can tell, white has 2 rooks. And black also has 2 rooks, here and here. This piece here is called the knight, and white has 2 knights. And black also has 2 knights. This piece here is called the bishop, and white also has 2 bishops. And black also has 2 bishops. And this is called the queen. And the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. And white only has 1 queen, and black only has 1 queen. And this piece here is called the king. So white only has 1 king, and black only has 1 king. So those are the names of the pieces: the rook, the knight, the bishop, the queen, and the king. Once again, this is called a pawn. So the object of chess is actually to capture your opponent's king. Now in chess you actually won't do that physically, but that is the object of the game, is try to capture the opponent's king. And chess is also a turn-based game, which means one player moves and then the other player moves. Now I know I haven't covered moving and capturing, but you should understand that in the game of chess, white will make the first move and move a piece, then black will move a piece, and then white will move a piece, then black will move a piece. Players do not move pieces at the same time, but you take turns moving the pieces, and white starts first. Okay, to finish this lecture off, I just want to cover how to set up a game, or how to set up the chessboard and the chessmen as you see it here. This is called the standard position. So this is how each game of chess should start. And sometimes if you just get out the board and the pieces, you're not too sure how to set them up. Where do the pieces go? How's the board turned? So I just want to cover that. And there's only really 4 things that you should know about how to set up, or you really only need to know 4 things, and most of these are very easy to remember. So number 1, each side has a row of pawns, and those row of pawns go from the second row from the end. Okay, so each side gets a row of pawns, and there's 8 pawns. So that's the first thing. The next thing is that you want to set up the rook, the knight, and the bishop. That's all that you have to remember, is from the corner in towards the center, it goes rook, knight, bishop. Rook, knight, bishop. Rook, knight, bishop. Rook, knight, rook, knight, bishop. Rook, knight, bishop. Okay? That's the second thing, rook, knight, bishop. Now notice you almost got the entire board set up. The third thing you want to remember is that the queen and king go in the middle. Now how do you know? Because you may get them mixed up. You may put the, you may actually put the queen, king and queen on the wrong color. Well, the saying is queen on her color. Notice how the white queen is on white and the black queen is on black. So that's the first thing. Third thing, queen on her color. And the last thing you need to remember is that the board needs a setup so the right, or a white hand, or a white square is in your right hand corner. Notice this would be white's right hand corner, and it's white. And if you turned around, the square over here would actually be a white square on black's right hand corner. So usually most people know that it's a row of pawns and it goes rook, knight, bishop. The thing that usually they can't remember is what square the queen goes on and how the board is turned. So most people usually just turn the setup expression, or there's a saying that goes white on right and queen on her color, and that always refers to the square, white square being on your right and queen going on her color. So white on right, queen on her color. In the next video, I'll cover the movement of some of the pieces.